All right, hello everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter video and a little different, but on my community tab, I asked you guys if you would be interested in these printables that I made, and a lot of you said yes. So that is what we're doing today. I know, like, just based off the name Printables, I had an understanding of what printables were, but I never really knew how to do it or how people made them. And so this weekend I just did some research and kind of experimented with making my own, and I really like them. I'll show you a sneak peek essentially of why these came to be. Hello. And this will be coming in a later video, but I essentially wanted to do a little bit of experimentation with how I track my to-do list, habits, my routines, things like that. Essentially, this pencil board with these 4 kind of sticky notes have replaced my weekly section in a sense when it comes to like appointments coming up, habit tracking, and just general notes. So that is kind of how this all came to be. I am not the first person to do printables, obviously, and even the ones that I created are not groundbreaking by any means. But if you are interested in these printables for these sticky notes that I made, I will have them in the description for free if you would like them. I'll kind of take you through my process on how I made them. They're super simple, and you kind of just need like an iPad, or if you buy someone else's downloads or like templates of this, you really just need sticky notes and like a printer. But I will show you guys how I made these if you're interested in making some for yourself or just buying some in the future from someone else. So I wanted to make these. I'll show you the 4. So I have one for routines. This is like your habit tracking, but I didn't want to put habit tracking on there because it feels a little bit like more cold. I don't know if that makes sense. And like routines to me sound a little bit more like warm and cozy and stuff. Don't know if that makes any sense, but this is essentially a habit tracker for the week. And then I just have my checklist of things to do. So this is kind of replacing my Alistair method of like writing down all my tasks and checking them off. So that is the things to do. And then I have a this week. This is for all of my appointments and events that are outside of my job. At my work, we use Outlook for all of our meetings and stuff like this. So these are all things that kind of are outside of that. And then I just have a regular one marked inbox for just notes and such if it misses one, or if I just need to take quick notes. So I've just been keeping them on this little pencil board. Today is Wednesday, so I have been using these for about 3 days now, and I really like it. It's really fun, and the intention of these is to be able to rip them off and throw them away at the end of the week and then put new ones on. I'll probably like use up the task list until it's like full, but I used to, before I got into planners, I used to write all my to-dos on sticky notes and put them on my work computer, and then as I accomplished things or finished things, I would rip them off and throw them away, and it was very satisfying to me. So this is kind of with the same vibe, but just for my planner. So those are the 4 that I made. I'll probably experiment with other designs and other productive little trackers in the future, and maybe just practice some more of my art on these and make them a little bit fancier. But for right now, I just wanted to keep it a little bit simple and functional for right now. So those are the sticky notes. I will show you how I made these. So I used Procreate on my iPad to create these. And essentially, all you need to do is create the blank template, which is just the blank squares. So these are 3 inches by 3 inches on here because that is the size of Post-it sticky notes. And then after you have created that outline, you create the design that you actually want printed on those. And again, I'll have these linked in the description. I'll have both the layout, so this guy, and the actual designs in the description. But yeah, this is how I made them. There's two different designs, really simple, really easy. And then when you are actually creating them or printing them out, you use your sticky note template, and this is where you actually lay down the stickies. So something that I've also learned from experimenting with these is, if you can, to use the actual Post-it brand. I find that these ones work a lot better and are just better quality than some of the other like third-party brands. I tried these ones from Mr. Pen. They're these blue ones, and I'll show you guys on here. Oops. But I just ripped this off the pack and I put it on here, but I noticed with the Mr. Pen ones, almost as soon as I put them on the paper, they will start lifting up a lot. And when you're running this through your printer, you don't want this lifting up, or you don't want your corners lifting up, because then you can jam your printer really bad. And then comparing those to actual Post-it, when you put these down, they lay flat almost immediately and there is no lifting on the corners. So you can kind of see, like, comparing them, that blue one is lifting a ton and like the corners are starting to lift. At least like right here, it's starting to lift up, and I just don't want to ruin my printer, so I just have been sticking with Post-it. So when you are putting these through the printer, I recommend doing just like a test print with no sticky notes on it first, so you can understand or see like what orientation your printer is actually printing on, like if it's upside down, things like that. And then once you, like, so for my printer, when I'm printing sticky notes, I need to stick the squares up and the sticky part needs to be on the top. I just set it in my printer and then it prints that way. So experiment with that a little just to make sure you're not putting it in backwards, if that makes sense. But once you have that figured out, all you do is you lay down your sticky notes on all these squares. And you can see right here, one of my sticky notes, the blue one, lifted and it like folded on itself, so it got printed in that square. So you put all your sticky notes down like this, they're all on the paper, and then you run them through the printer and print the PDF page with the actual designs on it. And when it comes out, it will look something like this. So all the designs are printed right on the sticky notes where the template boxes are. And so here is the one I have, again, the routines in the inbox, and then here's another one with my appointments list, and then my checklist down here. Oops, that one. So yeah, that is essentially all the ones I've made. Again, this is not groundbreaking by any means, and I feel like I'm the last to the party to even know about these or try them. But I thought they were a great tool and a great way to kind of like change up your productivity or like your to-do lists, habit tracking, things like that, if you start to get bored with them. I am someone who, when I am doing my, again, the Mr. Pen ones, like, do not stick to anything afterwards, and that's really annoying, but whatever. Anyways, slight rant. When I am writing down my routines or the habits that I want to track that week, I like to change these up a lot, or I like to change the order of them, or just kind of figure out what my priorities are that week and what I want to focus some of my attention to. And so I like these because it keeps it interesting and it does not let me get bored as easily. So those are the sticky notes. Again, nothing super crazy, and you will see these kind of more in action in a later video this month. But I didn't know anything about these or how to make them until I looked it up, and I just wanted to share with you all who are interested. And if you would like to see some future sticky notes from me or different designs, let me know and I would be happy to do that, because they are super simple and easy and they're really fun to do, and overall just like super functional. I really enjoyed this and I like keeping them on my pencil board. So that is all that we have for today's video. Again, very short and sweet. If you have any questions or I didn't explain things well enough, please let me know. And thank you all for being here, and I will see you in the next video.